Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. LeBron James has moved past Karl Malone for second place on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Does he envision claiming that number one spot of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Well, LeBron said, obviously, health plays the most important part. I've never chased a record in my life. I just wanted to keep getting better. We'll see what happens. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, David. Thank you. It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes. You want to earn the trust of your coaches.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Griffin out there with LeBron James. Then there's Davis. And it's the eraser. And it's Reeves in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at point guard. Now here's Towns. Conley's shot is off. Here's Reeves. Edwards defending. Griffin finds James. Davis setting the pick for James. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the eraser. Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Conley. Davis against Gobert. Outside Edwards. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. And he drives in, and Edwards with the stuff.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Here's Reeves. LeBron passes to Reeves. Back to James. Lets it go with a three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
You can't give LeBron space from deep. I mean, you're asking for him to rein in threes if you do.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Here's Reeves. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's the eraser, and he dunks it down.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Now here's Conley. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Passes it to Griffin. LeBron outside. Back to Griffin. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
Well, you talk about teams that had a great defense last year. You got to mention these guys. I mean, they were great at finding ways to come up with the ball. Deflections, loose balls, and steals.
McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Puts it up from 12. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Reeves gets the bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. They trail by 9 points. McDaniels kicks to Conley. Pass to Towns. To stop the run. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Davis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
And looking at Anthony Davis, a huge part of this team.
Sure is. I mean, along with every team he's been on. This is a superstar player. I mean, no question about that. He can headline a roster full of superstars. Not much on the floor that AD can't do.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota.
Show your spirit, fans. Allow the Sydney Arena gets a free feature.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Anthony Davis. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 23 points a game last year, 10 rebounds and just over 2 blocks. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the eraser after the basket by Minnesota. Here's Reeves. Here's the eraser. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Towns. It's a 13-point game. Great D that time from Griffin. LA has gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. And there's the pass to LeBron. Here's the eraser. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Cans it from downtown.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
And there's the call on the eraser. That is his first foul of the game. Minnesota making some changes. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Noel in for Mike Conley. Reed the pass to Noel. McDaniels. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Davis with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here is Edwards following the basket by Anthony Davis. Edwards passes to Reed. They can't stop the run with that one.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here is Hachimura. Here's the eraser. Here's Davis. Again, the Lakers.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Here they come. Now heading to the floor. It's your Minnesota Timberwolves Sixers.
Minnesota making some changes. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Prince in for McDaniels. And then for Los Angeles, Lopez, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Beasley in for the eraser. Inside, looking to end the run. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on Malik Beasley.
You know, with his strength and body control, Edwards should be an and-one machine at this level.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that.
Free throw good, Edwards. One of my favorite eras in NBA history, Clark, the 80s Showtime Lakers.
Man, I played against those guys. Thankfully, it was just twice a year because we were in the Eastern Conference. But those dudes were unbelievable. Magic running the point. Kareem still playing at a high level down low. Worthy finding his stride and finishing the break. They didn't just win titles. Showtime had a flavor that was fun to watch if you weren't being run out of the building by him.
And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That's foul number 2 for him. And some changes here for the Lakers. LeBron comes in for Hachimura. The Erasers subbed in for Beasley. Prince outside. Edwards passes to Reed. Count it.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Now Milton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The eraser passes to Milton. Here's the eraser. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Boy, that is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers that thing home.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
From deep, Prince. A rebound by the Lakers. The Erasers got 7 rebounds in the game. Stolen by Anderson. It's Edwards on the wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I'll tell you something, partner. The Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward.
The first one falls.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They'd better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
And Edwards drops them both.
You know, you think of the Lakers leading up to LeBron James joining them. This was a team that struggled for relevancy. And even during Kobe Bryant's final seasons there, they still were a little below par for the Lakers.
Here's Joe. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The Erasers' shot's good. The Erasers got 11.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Clark, as you recall, the Lakers had missed the playoffs the last few years, leading up to LeBron James actually joining them.
And you know what, Kevin? They missed it in year one of the King in L.A. as well. Some of that due to injury, but nonetheless, not part of the playoffs. Despite the bubble title, it's been a challenge for LeBron during his time with the Lakers. Last year, extremely frustrating. And I'm sure they want this season to be different.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Beasley with it. Pass to the eraser. There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. Just 5 to shoot. The drive by LeBron. Banked in off the glass. He's got 8.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Noel. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Rob. Beasley with it. Picked up by Edwards. The eraser. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Now, here's Reed. He had 15 points last outing. Edwards kicks to Reed. Here's the eraser.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with LeBron. I mean, he's a clever shooter who knows how to draw fouls. He uses his body really well.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Shoot 2.
Free throw good, James.
Hey, there are guys who have played as long as LeBron, okay? But how many have maintained their physical abilities the way he has so late in his career? I think that's a short list.
And both free throws good for LeBron. 9 seconds left in the first quarter. Edwards looking it over. Shot to stop the run. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And the buzzer sounds to end the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Los Angeles on top, running away with it. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Lakers leading by 23. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Anthony Davis. And it's the eraser. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Joe in at the point guard position. Passes to the eraser. Clock at 6. Pass to Joe. The 19-footer is on the money. Joe's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Los Angeles. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Los Angeles has gotten all but one of their three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. And the accepted wisdom is role players tend to play better at home than on the road. And I've always wondered, Clark, how does that affect them more than stars?
You know, I don't know if I actually buy into that. I do think there's a comfort level when you're at home. I think it's always a little more pressurized to be the home team because you have some additional distractions. Typically, role players are a little more inconsistent overall just based on their particular positions. But that's why you don't call them stars. You call them role players.
Down low, here's Vanderbilt. And the rejection by Towns.
You know, one thing they can count on from Towns on the defensive end is block shots. He does not like to give up a clean look.
Conley, the pass to Noel. Back to Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Joe. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Towns. No points in the game yet for him. No good again that time. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
What nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Now here is Conley. He's guarded closely. Right side Towns. No good that time. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And, D.A., we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Here's Davis. Goes back up. The eraser passes to Vanderbilt. Here's the eraser. He's got 16, and that one's good by Davis.
Davis using that athleticism to battle it out on the glass. From in that tight, hard to stop AD.
They double-team Conley. Towns down low. He's against Vanderbilt. Towns, a screen on Hachimura. Outside Conley. Shoots the 3. Hachimura grabs the miss. Lakers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
And the first one drops. Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And it's Edwards in for Noel. And so he hits both. And Clark, Commissioner Silver noted recently, as the league moves to a more selective viewing experience, load management could hurt revenues even further.
Yeah, you know, when more fans can pay to watch individual games, it's a bit of an a la carte system. I think you need that star power every night. And even beyond that, Kevin, I think players, all players, but particularly the star players, have a responsibility to try to show up for work every single night. And that really should be the mindset. I think it goes beyond revenue. I think it's just a matter of principle. If you have a job, you should be looking to perform every time you have the opportunity. I understand rest, but I think rest should probably be confined to practice, not the game.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Towns throws it down.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. The pass to Reeves. Here's the eraser. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound, pass to Reeves. Here's the eraser. He's got 20. Driving in, and such a nice move to make the basket work. The eraser's got 22.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by the eraser. The eraser's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to LeBron. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. To the middle. Here's the eraser. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. The eraser's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Edwards. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
And the Lakers with possession here. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. The eraser passes to James. Here's the eraser. From deep. LeBron, no good. Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And the rejection by James.
Phenomenal work on defense. James using his athleticism to make a statement with that block.
The eraser passes to Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's the eraser. He feeds it to LeBron. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
LeBron is somewhere in the neighborhood of about 260 lbs, and there's nothing extra there. So he can physically impose his will and flat out dominate near the rim.
And they were ranked 3rd in steals. Just a nightmare matchup for an opponent's offense. They contest everything.
And having the best offense in the league last season, they were an opponent that no team wanted to face. And he knocks down the first one.
So much confidence coming from Anthony Edwards. You can just see it. This is a guy who knows he belongs in the league and is hungry to be great.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Prince has checked in for Towns. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Mike Conley. And Edwards drops them both. LA has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Bounce pass for Milton to the inside. Griffin's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Edwards can't hit.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he lobs it up.
Either as a 3 or a stretch 4. You know, Dorian Finney-Smith is going to bring the energy to his teams.
It's stolen by Milton. Fast break, the Lakers moving it up. Finished off the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Carl, they made a run there at the end. How did that happen?
We didn't do a good job of closing the half. We got to contain them from not making shots. We just got to do a better job.
We'll see if you can do that. Thanks, Carl. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Good to have you with us at the half. And no doubt about it, some fierce competition in that shooting guard matchup. And always fun when you see players battling like this. Shaq, who did you consider your greatest rival?
So at the start, probably Akeem later, and then my man Yao Ming towards the end.
Oh, I thought you were going to say free throws.
Oh, man, that's cold dirty. Definitely can't take that.
And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the Lakers.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by the eraser.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Outside Edwards. Here's the teardrop. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Vanderbilt comes in for Griffin. Christie, he's checked in for James. And it's Shake Milton in for the eraser. Towns sets the pick for Conley. That's tipped. Just 4 to shoot. That shot missing. And the Lakers going the other way now.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And Lopez gets it to go.
A guy that doesn't give up on the glass. Lopez, a real force at rebounding the ball.
And there's a foul. It'll go on Shake Milton. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Lopez. Griffin comes in for Vanderbilt. James checked in for Christie. The erasers subbed in for Shake Milton. Now here is Conley. Gobert, the screen. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Pass to the eraser. And the officials call it traveling violation. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
I don't think you can ever underestimate the effect that a few block shots can have on your opponent. I mean, it can get into your head as an offensive player. You're going in there thinking you've got a clear path, and then you see the ball going behind you in reverse. I mean, that could be major intimidation and affect your game.
Now here's Conley. Towns for 3. The rebound by the eraser. The eraser's got 11 rebounds in the game. And it's Davis with the jam.
So smooth, so fluid, effortless, yet powerful. When Davis gets positioning like that, he's trying to dunk it.
Here is Conley. Reeves with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal. Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Here's the eraser. It's good from long range. The eraser's got 5 points now this quarter.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Now here's Towns. Back to Conley. Over in the corner, McDaniels. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that 3 a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
Bangs home the trifecta. That's now 32 points for the eraser.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Conley. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's James. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Man, is it easy to remain in awe of the greatness of LeBron James. Clark, this is a guy that just doesn't seem to age. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really one of the remarkable runs in the history of sports in my mind, quite honestly, Kevin, on and off the floor. We know he spends a lot of time and money to keep his body in peak shape. He yet is still not showing any real signs of slowing down. We know Father Time is undefeated, but I tell you what, LeBron is giving it a run for its money.
And the Lakers with possession here. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Here's the eraser. McDaniels defending. Reeves the pass to the eraser. Stolen by McDaniels.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Noel comes in for Michael Conley. To the paint, here's Noel. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Here's LeBron.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And so it's Minnesota with it after the basket by Los Angeles. Towns. Good. Towns has got his third basket of the night.
Well, you talk about guys that can score from all three levels. I think Big Cat is right at the top of that list, especially if you condense it to just big guys. He can do it facing up or with his back to the goal.
Now, here's Milton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Davis. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Knocked loose. Here's Alexander Walker. High arcing shot. Good work defensively by Hachimura. The Lakers on offense. They're on a 20-6 run. Milton kicks to LeBron. And the pass to Joe. And another three for the Lakers.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now here's Towns. It's deflected.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that, a team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Here's LeBron after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. LeBron passes to Joe. Now Milton. The Lakers moving the ball around. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebounded by the Lakers. LeBron's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Joe. 11 points in the game. On the wing, Milton. Pass to James. Shoots. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Here's Noel. From outside, off the mark. Los Angeles has gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. The feed to Davis. 1:25 left in the third. Shot clock at 5. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Rudy Gobert, number 1.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
First free throw is good. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Austin Rivers in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Lopez is checked in. And James drills them both. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Prince in the corner. Another miss by Minnesota. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
Anderson against Hachimura. And Anderson kicks to Prince. And the three ball is good. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Joe, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Noel, no good. The Lakers controlling the game. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Minnesota's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Down low, here's Reed. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Reed's got his second bucket of the night.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
The three from LeBron, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Timberwolves shooting just 26% out there, a terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Shake Milton. Griffin is out there with Robin Lopez. And it's Finney Smith in at the three.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
And that one's good by Lopez.
A legitimate threat to score from the mid-range. Lopez is skilled at cashing in from that area.
Here's McLaughlin. Inside, and Knight slams it in.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Griffin kicks to Finney Smith. Back to Griffin. From down in the low post, it goes.
And just the sheer power of Griffin, one of the best finishers in the league after contact.
Outside Knight. And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. Something to think about. And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Minnesota making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Alexander Walker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The Erasers.
Oh, wow.
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Alexander Walker passes tonight. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. The eraser, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Greg, here's a classic NBA question. Who's been the best franchise in league history? The Celtics or the Lakers?
Come on, Kevin. You are putting me on the spot, but I'd go with the Lakers. More superstars over the years, and I think that 2000s run with Kobe and company, that put them ahead in my estimation. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
The eraser, good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists tonight. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's McLaughlin. Outside Knight. When you look at NBA salary numbers, Clark, some rosters are only guys on the max or the minimum, one or the other. What happened? What happened to the middle salary?
Yeah, it just kind of went away a little bit, Kevin. Well, when you have enough stars on your team, they take up the whole pie, and really they deserve.
Oh, and there he puts it down!
Man, what a throw! Yeah!
Oh, my goodness.
You know, I think the passing skills of LeBron are his greatest asset, and he's got some great ones in addition to that. But his passing is otherworldly. When you get open, he gets it to you with exactly the right speed and pace so you can handle it.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for LeBron. Christie comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Beasley in for the eraser. Knight with a screen on Beasley. Alexander Walker passes to Anderson. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Alexander Walker passes to Prince. Can they get it? Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
At the line for Minnesota.
The first free throw is good. Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. The eraser's checked in for the Lakers. And both free throws good for Prince. The Lakers controlling the game. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's the eraser. Knocks down the 3-ball. The eraser's got 48.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Here's Alexander Walker, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
He kicks to Towns. The rebound by the Eraser. The Eraser's got his 16th rebound on the night. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Here's Alexander Walker. Knocked away. Clark, when you were playing, social media wasn't a thing. Now that you see it through your eyes, how has that changed the game?
I think it's changed it exponentially, and in many ways it's been good in terms of more people being able to be connected. You can expose more people to more of the beauty of the game. For marketing, I think it's terrific when you talk about video clips and all of the different kinds of content you can create and share globally around the game. The challenge, though, for the players is making sure that they keep the main thing, keep first things first, and not allow the noise of the internet and social media to be a distraction.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Davis against Towns. Alexander Walker passes to McLaughlin. Don't usually see him shooting the three. McLaughlin's got himself on the board with three there. LA's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Pass to the Eraser. From downtown, yet another bucket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
There's the pass to Towns. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generation's often cord-cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
You know, with each season in the league, AD's become more of a facilitator. Actually, he's much more aware of how to make plays for his teammates.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Davis. And he makes the first. Noel, he's checked in for Jordan McLaughlin. Los Angeles making a switch here. He hits both from the stripe. LA's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
Had their fingerprints all over this matchup tonight. Just an impressive victory for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Eraser.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Alexander Walker. Pass to Vanderbilt. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in, and the Lakers also making a switch. James is checked in. There's 37 seconds left in the game. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Passes it to Christie. Launches a three, buries it from three-point range.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
And the miss. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. You keep taking care of business. How is your game traveling on the road?
You know, we're just trying to have a road warrior mentality. We understand when we go on the road, it's just us. The Laker faithful, they travel with us too sometimes, but we know it's just all about us and how we can play well on the road, and we've been doing that this year so far.
Yeah, you kept this crowd quiet down the stretch, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. Now, let's check out our New Balance Player of the Game, the Eraser.